host, Sana. Now, just hear me out. Running a business is demanding. But what if I told you that success isn't just about strategy, leadership, or even revenue? It's also about taking care of your mental health and nutrition. Well, to help me with this question and the answers to uncover, today's guest, Ron McDuff, is here and he knows this firsthand. Now, from starting a contractor to building and selling multiple businesses, Ron has seen the highs and lows of entrepreneurship. But through it all, he has learned that without taking care of your mind and body, success can quickly lead to burnout. And let's face it, we almost are hearing that so many people are suffering from burnout every day. So, Ron Tuff has spent over 15 years in the construction and roofing industry, turning challenges into opportunities, and he's now mentoring others through Forge Now, which is a coaching platform helping contractors scale their businesses while maintaining balance in their lives. And he's here today on the Mindful Living to share his insights on why mental health and nutrition are not just personal priorities but they are business necessities. So, with that, Ron, welcome to the show, and it's an absolute pleasure having you with us.
Thank you, Tom. I appreciate you having me. Your intro was fantastic, and I couldn't agree with anything more than what you said. So I'm happy to be here to talk about it.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's like the $1 million question. So let's get into the conversation to answer this. So you have built and scaled multiple businesses, but many entrepreneurs they don't think about mental health and nutrition when they talk about success. They don't, in fact, realize it. So when did you uh, become aware that these factors were just as important as strategy and execution?
Yeah. So I've actually had multiple times that I've had to learn essentially the hard way, to where about 4 years ago,
Mm.
I my health took a really, really bad decline. I had lost a lot of weight because all I was doing is working and stressing, not eating, not exercising, and not even taking care of my mental health in any capacity. It was just work, 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 stress, stress, stress. And I ended up losing a ton of weight. I was pretty much malnourished, I'd say. And it ended up like, because I had such an unhealthy movement, like I couldn't even function in business anymore, and like everything just kind of shut down around me. So that was the first time. That was about 4 years ago, and then about 2 years ago, I realized that my young children, who had not seen their dad at all in their early stages of life, wanted essentially nothing to do with me. They pretty much like didn't even know who I was, and they only wanted their mother. And that was a mental moment for me, to where I realized I had to focus on my family as well as my businesses. And so I had to really come full circle within the last couple of years of, physical and mental health. And they were my 2 biggest moments.
Wow, wow, inspiring. And you know, talking about contractors, entrepreneurs in general as well. So they often work long hours and uh, skip meals or survive on fast food. How does this kind of lifestyle affect decision making and leadership?
Yeah, so what I found when I was literally doing exactly what you just described, I was skipping meals, I was eating crap meals when I would eat, and then I would find myself, I'd become lethargic, brain fog, to where I just made bad decisions, or I was slow to make any decision at all, because I didn't have the energy, I didn't have the mental capacity. So you start to feel literally pretty terrible, and then because of that, you make bad decisions in business.
True, true. And talking about fast foods, I think the fast foods and sugary meals they affect our emotions and hormonal balance so much, and that kind of leads to having emotional outbursts and making wrong decisions or um, bad decisions. Uh, with emotional thinking, not practically thinking about that. So I think it's very important to address, to be aware about the side effects. So once you realized it, Ron, what were the first small changes you made to take better care of yourself, without compromising or letting go of your business?
Yeah, so the first thing I started doing was, I prioritized my sleep, making sure that I was getting good sleep at night, and, like, shutting down at an appropriate hour to give my mind, like, get away from, like, the phone and the emails and stuff like that, spend some time with my wife and my kids, uh, you know, doing family things to where, like, I could go to bed at a normal hour and then get a good night's sleep and then wake up the next day feeling really good. That was the first thing I did, and that actually helped me tremendously, because I'm big on sleep. I'm a guy that I need my 8 hours, and, without it, I'm pretty cranky. Uh, so I prioritize sleep first and foremost. And then after that, it was the diet. I stopped eating the fast food, the Chick-fil-A's of the world, and I started just, like, making better choices when I would go out and grab lunch or go out and, like, have dinner meetings, etcetera. I took baby steps, like, I've tried many times going all in and just, like, going, like, from 0 to 100, and it never works, you fall off after a couple days. So I found I was taking the small incremental steps to get better, helped me, to where now, I generally pack my lunch most days, I do some meal prepping, fortunately enough now, like, my meal prep is just ordering healthy food and putting it in a container, so, um, I don't have to cook as much, and then just, like, eating at home rather than eating out for dinners, uh, it just the small incremental steps, and then the biggest thing I did actually was, I built an entire gym at my house. Um, so now I work out every morning at my house. I don't have to drive to the gym, so I can save some time. It's a fantastic gym. And, on the weekends, we go in there as a family. So even from the mental aspect, like, my wife and my kids and I all work out and hang out in the gym on a Saturday morning and a Sunday morning, and, that kills 2 birds with 1 stone. So you do exercise and family time in one. It's fantastic.
Mm, yeah, I think so. I absolutely loved the fact that you created a home gym, because I think it saves a lot of time, and more than that, it actually gives you that motivation to get into action. Because I mean, no hate for local gyms or anything, but sometimes it does create a lot of that kind of procrastination within us, that you know
Sure.
it will take time for me to go to gym. It will take time for me to get prepared with everything, and then again I have to maybe dedicate half an hour or 1 hour, something like that. So it kind of, in the long run, it doesn't work. But at
Yep.
home, you have easy accessibility to it, so you kind of have that mindset that, yes, let me get on to my machines and start.
Yep. I literally have no excuse not to walk the 20 feet to the gym, and I have most of the time, if I wear shoes, then it's like my slippers. Like, I literally have no excuse not to go do the workout. And, listen, there's plenty of times I wake up and I don't wanna do it, and then, like, I look out my door while I drink my coffee, and I take my time, and I see the gym sitting right there. I'm like, "I should probably go." And I go, you know? There's no reason not to at this point. And that was a big change for me, for exactly what you said. The thought of wasting 30, 40 minutes driving back and forth and getting set up, it's like, as a business owner, like, you're so busy all the time, and, every second of your day matters. So therefore, like, try to make it as easy as I could for myself really, really helped me.
True. Also, another thing, so sometimes what happens is, when we, this kind of creates a guilt within us, that when we are trying to take time for ourselves, for self care or self love, it kind of creates a fear of missing things out, or letting go of a bit of control in our business. So, did it happen with you? And if yes, how did you navigate through that?
Yeah, that was a really hard one for me. So as I've built and scaled my businesses, I've always prioritized putting strong leadership people in place. I've always been very intentional with how I hire. And it was a mental unlock for me of realizing like, "Hey, I have good people. Let them do their job. Let them like, the whole company is not gonna go out of business if I take an hour for myself to work out." You know what I mean? And it was like I was the one standing in my own way. Like, I really took pride in the fact that I had a great leadership team. It was just a to trust them to give myself that hour of the day to go to the gym or make the right choices for me, was the hardest part, and then, like, I just had to start doing it, and once I just started, like, like, I'm not gonna answer that email right now. That email could wait 30 minutes, it's okay. Um, and then once I started doing that over and over again, and the companies didn't go out of business, right? The world didn't burn down. It allowed me to see that, hey, like, yes, the company will go on. It's fine. You have the right people in place. So it goes back to the business side. Like, make sure you have good leaders. Make sure you have the right people on your team. And if you do, then you should have no problem to step back and take care of yourself. It's a big part of one, running a good business, and two, running a healthy life.
True, true. Also, burnout with you, especially in high pressure industries. So, what steps do you take to maintain that mental clarity and avoid burnout while running a business?
Yeah, it's one is I take the mornings to myself now. I wake up early. I like to wake up before everybody else because the world's quiet, right? So, yep, before everybody else is up and the emails start and the phone calls happen, I like to get up, drink my coffee, and just I take some me time. And like the morning is mine, and I own my morning. Um, I drink my coffee when the sun comes up. I go outside, I get fresh air, I go for a little bit of walk, get some sunlight, and then I go and do my gym workout. And then when I come in from the gym, my kids are up, they're getting ready for school, and I spend the morning with my family. And I don't leave my house now until my kids leave for school. Um, so early in my morning, taking my time and like resetting was a big one for me. That and the sleep. You need sleep. I cannot stress enough how important I think sleep is. And having a good night's sleep changes a lot of things for me. And then like in those hours, those 10 to 12 hours I work a day, I could be fully engaged in the work to where like, and then when I go home, it's over and I can focus on me. So it's just prioritizing myself and my mornings. It really, really helped me.
I love this practice, having that me time when you are laser focused on your non-negotiables, that sets your day in the right mood and right direction.
Exactly. Couldn't agree more. That's the same term I use, the non-negotiables. So the morning, my morning is now my non-negotiable, and it's changed my life. It's how my relation with my kids, my wife, and my body. And I don't think I should ever go back the way I used to run. Right, it would have killed me. I'd be dead. I'm 35. I'd be dead already. It was a really traumatic couple years of my life where I wasn't doing the right things, and to think about going back to that, it's like, how did I survive? Um, I'm so much better off for it now.
Well, what's really inspiring, Ron? And now, there's something, I think scientifically it has been established which links good nutrition to better cognitive function and focus, and that we have discussed initially in the initial part of the conversation. So, um, have you noticed a difference in your business performance since making nutrition a priority?
Absolutely. I used to be the guy, processed food, sugars, in the or in the morning, I lived on coffee, and by 2 o'clock, I was crashed. I needed another coffee. I would sit in my desk chair and just kind of like slouch, and I'd get nothing done. Um, and you just felt like crap all the time. So you were so unproductive. And then once I took nutrition to my life and really got back on track. I don't require that 2 o'clock coffee anymore. I feel like I have energy all day. Now I'm running around the office, meeting with my team members, meeting with my leadership guys, and we're having good productive meetings, and it's like I don't have the brain fog I used to have. It's just getting the right diet in place is just giving me so much more energy. One, for my workouts, but two, I'm fully engaged in work. Like I love work. I love working 10, 12 hours a day. I really enjoy it. It's what brings me legit joy. So to be engaged for those 10, 12 hours a day because I'm eating right has actually made me so much happier because I now have the energy to do what I love. And it's all because of my nutrition. Absolutely.
Mm. Great. That's really great. I think are the busy entrepreneurs who want to eat better, but they don't feel like they don't have the time. They can take so many lessons from of, each schedule. So, before we wrap up, Ron, so for business owners who are, or entrepreneurs, solopreneurs who feel stretched too thin, what's the first step they can take today to improve their health without sacrificing their company's growth?
The first thing I would do is I would figure out how to get a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
Get some good sleep because then what happens is like you're well rested, you can wake up earlier, you can start your mornings, and and you have more energy when you have crap sleep, if you're anything like me, you're worthless. Like start with good sleep. It's easy. Go get like a Whoop band, do something like that. Like I take magnesium every single night and I
Mhm.
sleep so good. I sleep so good and then I just wake up, I feel rested. I don't like dread getting out of bed anymore. And like I wake up, my feet hit the ground. It's great. Um, I'd start there. And then I would start making the little changes as far like, hey, like wake up, maybe drink a protein shake. Like some people don't like eating breakfast anymore. I'm one of them. I don't like eating breakfast. So what I do
Mhm.
I drink a very good protein shake in the morning, um, and it gets me in, like, it legit gets me in that good headspace, um, and then start making the small incremental changes, and even just, like, go for a morning walk or go for a walk with your spouse in the evening, do something, get some exercise, and that'll help you get good sleep. So, my essentially, my consistent form of daily cardio now is just, like, I take a walk with my wife. We'll walk around the property. We have trails in our woods, and like we'll go for a walk with the kids, and I'll spend time. I'll put my phone in the pocket, and her and I will just have a conversation while we're walking. But it's exercise, so I sleep better at night. I connect with my spouse. It's like you could do these little things that have such an impact. It's pretty easy to do, and then it's kind of addicting after that. So just starting small and forming good habits is number one.
Great, great. I encourage all of our listeners to note these down and start making small changes, baby changes gradually. So, Ron, if our listeners would wish to connect with you and get some more wisdom about how you are balancing health and nutrition, mental health and nutrition, then how they can do that.
Yeah, the 3 main ways, I'm on Instagram at Ron Cuff, I'm on LinkedIn at Ron Cuff, and, if you go to roncuffco.com, you can connect with me on there too, as some of my bio and a form to get in contact with me if you have questions and whatever I can do to help people. I'm all about helping people now 'cause, I wish I had somebody to help me when I was starting out. So, if I could give back to people now and be the person I wish I always had, that means a lot to me. So, they're the 3 best ways.
Great. We'll have all the details mentioned in the show notes. And Ron, thank you so much for this encouraging conversation. I think it's very clear that success isn't just about business strategy. It's about having the mental clarity and physical energy to lead effectively. So thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. It's great talking about this stuff. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And for all of you who are listening, take a moment today to check in with yourself. Are you giving your mind and body what you need to sustain your ambitions? And to everyone tuning in, thank you so much for tuning into the Mindful Living. And remember that your health is not a luxury, it is a requirement. It is a non negotiable for long term success. So take care of yourself, and your business will thrive because of it. Until next time, stay mindful, stay balanced, and keep building a life that works for you. Thank you.